Hey guys, it's ScareRookie, and I just want to touch base with you and kind of give you an update on where I am with my Monster in the Box prop. If you guys have never seen any of my videos before, or if you haven't seen some of my early ones from last year, I encourage you to go check them out. You will see Eddie and three of his friends that I made last year. Eddie. This is George. Eddie was in my first video that you'll see out there, where I talk about the ice cream maker motor and what I was planning on doing with it. This is George. He's the second one. He's a garbage bag zombie, and I just wanted to give everybody a quick heads up. If you are interested in learning how to make this, I have a tutorial out there. Just look up ScareRookie under YouTube, and you'll see a couple of tutorials out there. I'm all about sharing ideas and collaboration to make Halloween great, because that's what it's about. So feel free to check it out and use whatever techniques or information you can get to help yourself out as well. Now we're not here to talk about George, we're here to talk about the next prop, and that is the Monster in the Box prop. And here's the ice cream maker motor that you will see in my first video. The first video I wanted to show you kind of how it worked and what the rotation looked like and everything, but I wasn't able to because it's very difficult to hold this device with the fan and with the long arm here. It's just very difficult to hold it and basically show you how it works safely while holding a camera. So I finally got it mounted onto a support beam here. It's got some additional bracing. I used some compound in here that basically, when it dries, and it dries very quickly, is rock hard. This thing is in there, man. I mean, I would literally have to just rip this thing out just to get it out, and I don't even know that it would come out, but it's in there. And like I said in the first video, this isn't going to have a lot of stress on it. This is just pushing out a styrofoam door. So there's not a lot of weight or a lot of stress on this. And it's an ice cream maker motor, so it's used to turning and having some resistance with the ice and everything. So it's a pretty strong motor. It should last just fine. The action should be good. Like I said, I wasn't able to show you the first video, so I'll go ahead and show you how it works now that it's kind of mounted. You have an idea of what it's going to look like. So you can see that it's going to go in a rotation about every 3 to 4 seconds. And you'll also see that the shaft itself is about 3 inches longer than the actual coffin. So when it comes around, it's going to hit the outside of the door and pop it open. Just like that. Just like that. So that's what it looks like. So far, it works pretty well. So far it works pretty well, and I think it's going to work out fine as I put the prop together. The next step will be to actually build a frame that it's going to use to carry this thing inside and out of the coffin. And this is just a concept or an idea of what the coffin is going to look like. I had some scrap out in the garage. I started just throwing it together to get an idea of what it was going to look like. Originally I had planned it was going to be a low-lying coffin, but this motor, as you can see, it requires about 19 inches of diameter all the way around of clearance. So I couldn't do a low-lying coffin on the ground. So instead I went with more the vertical approach. This is going to look like more of a medieval period stone coffin. So it's going to be very big. It's going to be very thick. It's going to have some really nice designs on it. It's going to look very old and decrepit. It's going to be broken and cracked. And the idea is once the motor will go inside here along with maybe a fogger or maybe a light, and as the motor turns and the painter's roller comes to the outside of the door, it's going to hit it, because again it's 3 inches longer than this whole unit here, and it will pop this door open about 3 inches every time, just like this. So that's basically what I'm working on. I just want to post an updated video, give you an idea to see what the motor looks like in action and how it's going to work as far as an overall concept. I'll post another video once I've got the frame built, I've got it inside of the box, I've got the door mounted, and I can basically really test this whole thing out to make sure that it's going to work really well. But I look forward to your feedback, your suggestions, or your ideas, and I wish you the best of luck on your props. Because if you're like me, it's August, you got a lot to do in a short period of time to do it, so you're busy just like I am. So until the next update, I wish you guys all the best. This is ScareRookie signing off, and I will talk to you as soon as I have more done.